everyone, Sophia here, me again with a somewhat vintage recipe. It's not super vintage. It's basically one of those recipes that came out when the stovetop stuffing was invented. So we're going to further investigate and find out when that was, and it will give us an approximation as to how old this recipe is. I am making chicken stuffing casserole. So I checked online, and stovetop dressing stuffing, this one is the savory herbs variety, came out in the 70s. So this was probably a recipe that was in the back of their box. It's actually pretty easy to make for what I can see. But you can use rotisserie chicken if you don't want to cook your chicken. But if you do that, you will have to replace the stock that you're making today with a chicken stock. You know, I bought a little one, which I'm probably not going to use because I have fresh chicken and I'm going to make the stock. So let's go through the ingredients. First things first, oven at 350 degrees. It's the middle of summer here. I must be out of my mind. Ingredients for the chicken stuffing casserole, you need 3 breasts of chicken, fresh preferably, but again, you can use rotisserie chicken if you want. You're going to need 1 onion. We're going to grate this. You need 2.5 to 3 carrots, depending on the size. They will need to be grated as well. A can of cream of chicken, 1 cup of sour cream, right here, a half a stick of butter, salt, pepper, and 4 cups of stovetop or Pepperidge Farm. I couldn't find the Pepperidge Farm stuffing, so stovetop with herbs, but since we really like herbs in this house, I have a fresh bouquet to make the chicken with, and of course salt and pepper. Where did I get this recipe? This should be making my mother-in-law very happy today. I know Scott is, because I am making nothing but southern recipes today. I got it from southyourmouth.com. I'll put the link down below, and this is what it's supposed to look like. Yummy. So the first thing you do is cook your chicken, and of course I have to pull out the Corningware. We're just going to boil the chicken with some herbs and a little bit of water to create a stock. I'm going to start by chopping my herbs, even though the dressing is already an herbed dressing. And all we need to do here is place the chicken breasts in the pot. These are really big. This is a recipe for 6 people, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Add my herbs. Little bit of salt. Little bit of pepper, and what you want to do here is cover your chicken with just enough water. And for me that was 2 cups. Turn it on, and we're going to let the chicken basically boil until it is cooked through. Alright, while the chicken is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and grate my onion. So my onion is grated. Now I'm going to do carrots. Now why am I using this and not the mandolin? Because it's just too small. Do I want big pieces or do I want small pieces? And let's do big pieces. Okay. You know, I'm pretty sure my mixer, my food processor would grate stuff for me, right? Why am I making things more difficult? It's only 2 carrots, I'll do it by hand. Now let's check on the chicken. What you want ideally is for the chicken to be so cooked that you can pull it apart with a fork. So it's still boiling. We're gonna let it cook another 10 minutes or so. Chicken is cooked. Didn't take long. So what I'm gonna do, turn it so that all the herbs stay in, and I'm gonna put them on a plate. Should have put them in a bowl instead. And they're going to cool for a while. Then I have to shred it. Okay, so here's my cooked chicken, and this is the broth that we're going to use for the casserole. I'm leaving it to the side. It has to cool down as well. Next step is shredding the chicken. I take 2 forks and you just basically pull it apart. You want to do that in a bowl that's like a Pyrex type bowl. I'm using the one from my vintage mixer because it will leave whole bunch of marks at the bottom of your good bowl. So don't do that in a vintage Pyrex, okay? Or a Corningware for that matter. So you just gotta work at it until you shred everything. If you don't feel like shredding, you can always cube it. Tiny little cubes. You want pieces that are kind of even in terms of size. Okay, so chicken is done. I'd say that's good enough. I'm gonna put that to the side and mix the rest of the ingredients. I'm starting with a cup of sour cream. I'm just gonna put that in there. I love sour cream. You can use the reduced fat if you want. However, my experience is that the reduced fat one liquefies a little bit more and you end up having a very soggy dish. Next is cream of chicken. Just gonna put the whole can in there. You can tell it's a vintage recipe if they use cream of anything, right? This is basically cream chicken soup concentrate. For those of you who don't have that in your country, I know we don't have it in France. So it's basically a chicken soup that's been concentrated. You would add water to it to get a more liquid version of it. Mix that together. And then I'm going to add, this is not a diet recipe, obviously, a half a cup of butter. And this one was at room temperature, tells you how hot it is in the kitchen right now. Going to add a little bit more pepper. And now I'm ready to put in my onions and carrots. There we go. Mix this all together. Smells delicious. So now that I have my mixture, I'm just going to fold in the chicken. So basically all you do is add your chicken to this. You don't want to mix too much. You just want to fold it in like this. Okay. Until you get all your chicken mixed in. Oops, got a little bit escapey here. I have two dogs who are staring at me right now, hoping a piece of chicken would fall on the floor. Okay, and the last of the chicken. God, it just smells so good. And it's not even cooked yet. All right, so this is what it looks like. Next, I'm adding an entire box of stovetop. So for those of you who don't have stovetop in your country, it's basically croutons that are seasoned. There we go. And I'm going to mix this together. Oh, it smells so good. And once it's mixed, what I did was catch some of the leftover chicken stock that we made earlier when we boiled the chicken. I only have like half a cup. And I'm gonna add that. And you keep mixing until you have the consistency that you want, which is basically consistency of regular stuffing. So you don't want it too dry, you don't want it too wet. I have plenty chicken stock left. So if I feel that this is still a little bit too dry, I can add. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Just add a little bit more. Not much, because we don't like food that's too dry. Now what you're supposed to do now is try it, okay? And you can try it because there's nothing uncooked in there. Except for the onions. Everything else has been cooked. So you want to try it to find out if it's too salty, needs more pepper, add some paprika, whatever. Ooh, paprika, that's probably good. It's perfect. Oh, it's so good. Oh boy, I'm in trouble. Between the cake and this, I'm in trouble. All right, let's find a baking dish and it goes in the oven. And of course, another Corningware. I'm going to butter the bottom of my dish here. And all you have to do is pour in your casserole into the dish. If that even makes sense. Whoa. Okay, let's spread this. Keep it a little loose. Like this. And I have a little bit more stuffing stovetop, so I'm just gonna put that on top. And what I'm gonna do is put that in the oven. And if I see them getting a little bit too brown, that's enough. I'll cover it with aluminum foil. And that goes in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes. There we go. I gotta tell you, this is so good. I'm finishing. I'm scraping the bottom of the bowl. Oh man. I can't wait to taste it cooked. This is going to be a winner. I can tell you right now. Everybody in the house is going to love this. All right. I gotta do dishes. I'll be right back. The oven just beeped. Get a little bit of light here. Is this out again? Oh, we're replacing those bulbs every 2 or 3 months. We're told it's because of the heat. Obviously, a lot of cooking happens in this house. There we go. It smells like a restaurant in here. Oh. Yes. Now look at this thing. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. It's bubbling. I can hear it bubble. It's going to be delicious. It smells so good. It was divine, uncooked. I cannot imagine what it's like cooked. Let's get a little bit to try. Okay. All right. I'll take a little bit. Ooh, it's nice and moist. Look at that. Okay, a little bit for Willie, a little bit for Dad. Edward is at work. This is going to be dinner. I'm gonna have the equivalent of a ramekin over a salad. That's it, but we gotta try it. All right, try it. I think they're gonna like it.
What is it?
It's chicken stuffing casserole.
Kind of smells like chicken noodle soup.
Sounds good.
What?
Yeah, I like that. That's
You
pretty
like
good.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Did you see his reaction?
Especially like the crunch.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want a crunch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you didn't get the, you know what? Yours is probably upside down.
Yeah. Try it. You try it?
I tried it before I put it in the oven.
You tried to uncook meat?
It was cooked already. Oh man, this is really good.
Yeah.
All right, you don't need to add salt. I added a little bit of salt in the broth. You don't need to. It's just right for salt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's too
Yeah.
salty now? You
No,
would
I
want.
don't think it's salty. It's not salty at all.
See, I don't eat salt at all. So for
Maybe
me,
a little bit
anything,
more, but I don't, you know.
for me, anything that has a little bit of salt is just too salty. But you like it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a crunch.
So you could add celery if you wanted to. Mr. Here said that it smelled like a chicken noodle soup, right?
Yep.
So it's basically the a really good chicken noodle soup minus the noodles, but you have the crumbs in it. So imagine if you had like a chicken noodle soup in a bread basket. That's basically what it would taste like.
You finished it.
Yeah. All right, we got plenty. There's 6 servings in there. Edward is probably gonna wipe it out between tonight and tomorrow.
Specifically at 3 in the morning.
Probably. I'm just gonna have a little bit of it, the equivalent of a ramekin, over a salad because I'm committed to losing weight. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have some too? You're gonna have some.
I'll probably have what you have.
You can have that, but not the cake.
You gave him cake earlier today.
Well, he didn't finish it. He had 3 bites.
Yeah.
3 bites, that's it.
Believe me, I really want
The cake is really good. Okay, the cake is really good. All right. Everything is clean. We just got to make vegetable and a salad, and that would be it. It's a great family meal.
Yeah.
All right, now between this and the Ritzy chicken, which one do you like best?
This.
Really?
Yeah, I like this better than
It's
Ritzy.
been months since I've had the Ritzy chicken. I do not remember what it tastes like.
You like the Ritzy chicken less than this?
Yeah.
Wow. I love Ritzy chicken. This is really good.
Yeah, this is very good.
This is really good. Okay, this is a 5-star. 5-star. This is excellent. Really good. Great family meal. You could add more vegetable to it. How about peas? Would you put peas in there?
I could see it.
You could add peas to it.
See it.
I mean, it's a casserole. You basically dump anything you want in it, right? To get the meal. But this is really good. Now, granted, I use the herb variety of the stuffing the stove top. Okay.
Did you throw? Listen, I wasn't here when she cooked this, so I don't know. Did you throw stuff from the herb?
Yes, yes. I cooked the chicken in a broth with the herbs in it.
I'm gonna go try and let the cat in.
Yeah, because we're about to get yet another flash flood, and the cat knows it, so she's begging us to get back in. You see, the wind is picking up. It's going to rain in how long? An hour?
I don't know.
Something like that. We're getting another flash flood tonight. It won't stop. Every day, I'm telling you, we've had flash floods and rain, and my poor garden. Okay, but see, the wind is really picking up. We're about to get really, really dumped with rain. Okay, so this was a chicken stuffing casserole. It's not super vintage. Again, it's probably 70s, 80s, typical American meal from the Midwest. And even though this one says Southern, but I can see totally Midwest doing this kind of food. It's delicious. Try it. Out of the two, cake or this?
Both.
Which one? Both. You can only pick one.
No.
One.
No.
Or which you can't pick one? Which one
like
is
them
better?
both.
You like them both? Okay. They both hits. What can I say?
It's different context.
I know, but you know, I could go without the cake. I know I'm weird. It's the frosting. I just don't care for frosting.
Make a section that doesn't have frosting.
I know, but this I could just sit and eat the whole thing. I could, literally. And then I end up looking like a casserole myself. So we don't want that. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you're going to try this recipe. The link is down below for the website where I got it. It's supposedly a Southern recipe. To me, it's more Midwest than anything else, but you know, whatever. And thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs up if you like this type of videos and you want me to continue doing more vintage recipes. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Hi, Cat.
Play with his cat. He loves his cat. He does.
Cat dad mode.
Did you see his t-shirt? I got it custom made. I can't remember the brand, but it's online.
Somehow.
And then they just you choose the cat. They have different cat. This one really looks like Fiona, and then they put your cat's name on it, and you can have multiple cat if you want to. But anyway, he loves the cat. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.